Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you more or less how to make a Sho Nuff costume. That's what I'm going to be for Halloween this year. Um, I I couldn't find any tutorials online, so I was like, oh, what the hell, I'll make it and then make a tutorial for those that are having trouble with some of the, I guess, techniques or whatever on making this dude's costume. So here is one side of his little shoulder pad things or whatever you want to call them. This is the red version. There is a black one where he wears like the football shoulder pad gear. I mean, but that's easy to make. You just buy it, spray paint it, and put the little flower thingy. So, how I constructed the shoulder pad thing is I bought some really stiff interfacing at Joann's Fabrics. I mean, this is stiff, as you can see, and it is fusible. So here, don't mind here, I didn't buy enough and I had to end up making like a little extension. So what you want to do is measure yourself, I guess, from your hip or wherever you're going to have it be tucked under your pants all the way around to the back. And then that's going to be your length from here to here. And then how I did it, I just kind of eyeballed it and I drew a pattern and I made like a little shoulder pad thing. And yeah, that's how I made it. And I made two of these. And then I cut out some red fabric. This is just cotton fabric. And then I went ahead and I ironed it to the other side of the interfacing. Oh, I gotta iron that down again. And I did leave a little bit of slack so I can fold it over. And this side isn't ironed. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put another, just to save costs, I didn't buy enough to double it up on each side. So I have some extra fabric here and I'll just cover it up on the inside. But it is going to be folded all around to give it a nice neat edge. And that's what we're going to do here for the shoulder pads. I also went ahead and I made the little flower things for that go on the shoulder pads. And again, you can also print these out. Find the little flower pattern like online or whatever, Google, print them out on paper, and then use that as a pattern to make these. I didn't. I was watching a movie and I just did this by hand. And then, draw your little red circles. I did this on just a regular white piece of fabric, and then on the other side, I put a thinner interfacing to make it stiff so I can handle it better. And then here's a quick tip. Where is it? Sorry, excuse my mess. I have a very messy studio. You can use this whenever you're making appliques. This helps a lot. I don't know if you can see it, if it'll focus. This camera sucks. Okay. Well, it says fabric glue stick. It's water soluble. You buy this at any craft store. And what you do is you just, you glue it and then you'll paste it down on where it goes on the costume. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a small stitch on the outline, a zigzag stitch, or you can do like you can embroider the edges and it stays in place while you're doing this. It's not moving around. That's what the glue helps it do. And then it's water soluble, so when you're done and you end up washing this thing, let's say you get it dirty and end up washing it, which you can because everything's washable, interfacing it all, the glue comes off and perfect. You were able to place it perfectly without it moving, and that saves you a lot of time and headaches when you're putting on appliques. So this is the first part. Also, I also started my belt, which I will show you. I also got a picture online of how Sho Nuff's belt looks, and I got some leopard fabric, and I cut out like the little shape of the leopard that he has. And then I know you can't see, but I did it anyways because it's on there. I got black fabric paint and I followed the picture online and I just drew like some lines in the nose and a little line for the mouth and the eyeballs here. So yeah, so I'll show you how to do the belt a little later, but let me finish up the shoulder pads and then we'll continue. Okay, so let's get started on the belt. What I did here is I took the measurement of, now I was looking at the picture of Sho Nuff. He wears it in between his his hip and like his waist, like in the belly button area. So take your measurement around your belly button area or wherever you want the belt to sit, and then cut that out plus 2 inches of seam allowance. So if that area is 36, cut out a 38 length rectangle that's about 8 inches wide. And then what you also do, now the same interfacing that you did the little flower appliques on the shoulder pads, use that for this as well. This one's not that thick. It's, you know, it's lightweight. And then if this is an option for you, what I did is with my serger, I finished the edges of the belt. Okay, so you want to fuse your interfacing, and then you want to zigzag stitch or leave it raw, however whatever options are available for you. Then and then what I did also, I cut out some black fabric, just a little bit smaller and skinnier than my belt here. And what I'm gonna do to finish the inside, because I don't want to just leave it like this, I'm going to place it right side up on top of the belt. See how it kind of leaves a little space because you cut it out a little bit thinner. And then I'm just going to fold over the top like that, and I'm going to sew it down the whole way. And it's going to finish it, and it's going to feel, this is like some kind of velvet. I just had scraps, but whatever you have available to you. And then just do that for the whole way around. And then for the edges, depending on what's best for you, what I'm going to do, since I'm strapped for time, I'm just going to sew this down and use Velcro. But if you have more time and want it to be more secure than Velcro, you can do a detachable zipper, you can use snaps, you can use hook and eye tape, whatever's best for you. So that's up to you for how you want it to be, to close it up in the back. But I'm going to get started on my belt here, finish it up, and then I'll snap a quick picture, and then later on I'll show you how to do the pants of Sho Nuff. All right? Okay, so we're going to make the pants now. I'm using an old McCall's pattern 2360. So you can see it's the old school wide leg jean pattern. They don't sell it in the store anymore because this pattern's about 12 years old. So you can get it on eBay, Etsy, the internet basically. It's not really hard to find. Pretty inexpensive. And we're going to be doing A, because B has the cargo pants pockets and A doesn't. So we're going to be doing letter A. And I have my black cotton fabric as well as some red fabric that I'm going to put in, use those to put in there, like the red triangle pieces that he has on his pants. So I'm going to get started. One thing I do want to mention about this pattern is that it has the cutouts. Now you can follow it the way it wants. You can have pockets, but I'm just going to do just basic pant, elastic waistband. So what you're going to do here, instead of cutting this out, you're going to kind of bypass it, and you're going to, with your ruler and your pencil, you're going to just continue on the line all the way to the edge. How this usually goes is you fold it in, and that's like a little part that covers the zipper on jeans, but we're not going to need that. So you're going to want to fold it in like so, and then just cut out your piece like that. This will be the front of your the crotch, and then down, and then here's the crotch. So you just want to fold in that little flap to make it one full piece. And then, like I said, just draw your line here to fill this in. Don't cut this out unless you want pockets. That'll just take more time. But that's just what I wanted to mention about this pattern. So I'll continue. Okay, I just real quick want to mention about the accessories for the Sho Nuff costume. Now I will list all the links that I got them down below. These were, I guess, kind of pricey. I think I paid about $30 for the pair. I bought both of these off eBay, by the way. But yeah, you know how Sho Nuff has those wrist cuff things, gauntlets with the spikes on them. So I got two of these, and then also the glasses that he wears. And then what I did is I just real quick out of cardstock, I cut out a little rectangle and I put the little circle and then I hot glued it to him. So if you wanted to, you could also spray this with a clear enamel to match the glasses because they're kind of shiny too. But since I'm strapped for time and I'm kind of making this last minute, I just did this and then forgot to do that. So, and I don't want to spray it because then I'll get on this and it might look weird. So I'll just leave it. And yeah, and then also don't forget about Sho Nuff's Converse, which I have some knockoff Converse. Too bad I couldn't afford the real thing. Again, last minute. I should be doing my costume in May, but I didn't this year. So, but yeah, like I said, I'll list the links below. But here are the two ones that I got and your sunglasses.